It is Independence Day for the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Good morning. Welcome to THG. My name is Mervyn Hanley. It is Thursday, 19th September. And again, let me say to the citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis, happy Independence Day to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, over the past week, we've been featuring the leader of the Nevis Reformation Party, the Honorable Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge, and her team members, because they had a rally, protest, and public meeting last Friday in the heart of Charlestown, protesting against the recently passed legislation. That's the Sustainability SSZ, and where this could create a framework for one investor who has already shown interest in purchasing all these acres of land, over 3,000 acres of land, where he wants to create a city, a country, an island within the island of Nevis. And Nevisians are saying, no, we're not going to have this. And so the people are rising up, their tensions all over, because they're adamant that this bill must be repealed. Yeah? So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, the Nevis Reformation Party, they're doing what they ought to do, what they should do, what any responsible and strong opposition should be doing, and they're fighting for the people. But they're not just fighting for the people, they're fighting for the youths, for the future, your children's children. So I must say, I appreciate what the Nevis Reformation Party and well-wishers, not only just the Nevis Reformation Party, there are folks in CCM, the Concerned Citizens Movement, well, CCM, because I'm not sure with this legislation if they're concerned about the citizens, but there are folks, supporters, who are not supporting them on this. There are expats who are not supporting them on this. So we have people from all walks of life who are not supporting the government and what they're doing with this land grab situation. So here is Rohan Isles, just in case you missed him last Friday. He made a presentation, so we go straight now to Rohan. Rohan is the caretaker for the St. Thomas's Parish for the Nevis Reformation Party in the upcoming election. Rohan Isles.
Good afternoon. Come on, good afternoon. Afternoon. You're not peace in the square this afternoon. You're not peace ready to ease the Roman's pain. It is something we have done time and time again, and it's something we are ready to do again. NRP is on a mission, and the mission is simple. That is to safeguard Nevis for future generations. There is a clear vision that if we don't begin the fight today, there will be nothing to fight for tomorrow. And so we must put our hands to the plough, our foot to the pedal, and to continue to dig deep in that clear vision and that mission to safeguard Nevis for future generations. You have heard me time and time again, and my message is always the same. When I speak on the value and the importance of family. And our families are under threat now more than ever. Simply because one government's desire to change their history of failure with one bill. You see, it is a cash cow they're looking for. When you look back at this government's performance, everything they have touched has failed. When a government has access to more than $1.2 billion, yet the national debt is climbing upwards of $600 million, and the unfinished programs and projects are longer than their tenure in minutes, we have a problem. The Alexandra Hospital, unfinished, because they are not for us. When you look at the surface, unfinished, because they are not for us. When you look at what they gave us at the Holy Water Taxi, it is clear to see that they are not for us. When you look at the hotel listing promised, scores, none delivered. Why? Because they are not for us. When you look at our school systems in 2025, yet we have no modern facility. having access to so much money, they are not. For us, Nevisians, it is time for you to accept that the only party then, now, and well into the future that really is for you is the Nevis Reformation Party. We have a government that is saying, you can sell your land if you want, and I have no objections to that. But I can't find many places where a government encourages its people to sell thousands of acres of land to one man. One man who is going to then say, this one man is going to say that this place is ours. You stay over there, we're going to stay over here, and we are going to operate under our own rules. We are going to have our own security systems. We are going to have our own education system. We are going to have our own healthcare system. We are going to have our own tax system. We are going to have our own ports of entry. And so they are benefiting from what we have labored years for. And then to tell you, you stay over there, we stay over here. But this government is a government without vision. Because a government with a vision recognizes the challenges of today, uses those to prepare themselves for the opportunities of tomorrow. And that is what the NRP is doing. We recognize that there are opportunities boundless in that area. And we must preserve that for our children and our children's children. Because I want land for my four. And I know that many others who want land for theirs. And we must understand that once it is sold, given to those people, that is it. There is no return for those lands. Gone, 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 gone. And the only thing I think we need gone is the concerned citizens movement. Yes. We want them gone like yesterday. Because you cannot be a government that is not for people, yet asking people to deliver for you. It is time for them to go. There are opportunities in that space. And I want us to begin to think a little further down the line. We are in a time of the younger persons. The Gen Zs are what are controlling the space. Look to France and to Nepal. And you see how they are rising up and challenging governments. I am calling on our young people to recognize that there is a threat to their future. I am asking young people to understand that what they may seek tomorrow may be gone today if they are not careful. And so they must begin to ask hard questions. They must begin to lay their hopes and aspirations on the table so that as governments and the parties looking to assume leadership of government, that what they are desirous of can be made manifest for their future, and that is what the NRP is about. So I want them to understand that in the future they may want an Olympic-sized swimming pool. In the future they may want any indoor facility. Who knows, they may want an American-sized football field. Listen, the possibilities are endless. What we are saying is that whatever it is as young people you are looking to do, we are here for you. But we cannot do it if we do not seek to repeal this particular piece of legislation. We need to repeal it, and then we need to open the door and ask them to walk through. We are going to be polite and peaceful about it. Because the last time I said we need to get militant, they said I was stirring up things. But I come for that. I am built for that. That is what I am here for. Because sometimes we need that motivation. We need that push. Because if we continue in this place to stand for nothing, we're going to lie down flat for everything. We have got to stand up as a people. Now is the time to stand up. Now is the time to call out. Now is the time to make our voices loud. That bill must go and CCM must surely follow. You know saying, what start wrong, done it wrong, can it right. And when you start with lie, they say a liar knows no truth. And so it's lie after lie after lie because you have to make the lie convincing enough. And that is what we are getting. That is what we are getting from this administration. And we are getting it from one particular individual because I understand there is a gag order on the cabinet. Cabinet can't speak unless he says so. Things so bad that even the windows in the cabinet could speak. That is the nature of the situation. So you're telling me good men and women see that this thing can't be right, will never be right, but they can't say that it ain't right. Because the Premier said, you have no authority to speak. That is dangerous waters to tread in. And in the days and weeks to come, you're going to hear more about the dangers of this, whatever they want to call it. SSC, because we are continuing to do the research. And one of the things I found that there is going, Honduras? Imagine being welcomed into a place and now you swing the people because they tell you got to go. Ourselves for multi-billion-dollar lawsuit. There you have some money to lend in that. Carol, you have money to lend in that. Oh boy. That is serious grounds we are trying to avoid. And so we are asking you. We are asking you for the sake of your children, for the sake of your children's children, you must have something to pass on. We are bright people here in Nevis. And I am sure there are many people with many plans for the development of the area. Government's responsibility is supposed to be one that facilitates and encourages those kind of developments in partnership with people. Not to say, boy, sell the land 100 years, you're going to not know it. That's not reason enough. Why not put in infrastructure, create some policies, create your own SSC? But that ain't happening. We got somebody who come down here to write it. Because I am still trying to figure out the speed at which we move from a rumor to a gazetted bill. That is what I am trying to understand. It is not true. I will read our Bible. And in less than 60 days, we have a bill that flew through the house. We have proposal you can't get access to. Huh? And I don't understand how the new director of communications, because he seems like that way he be. The director of public relations, the the chief communications officer, because he seemed to have been hired to go the length and breadth of Nevis, the Caribbean, and international to convince, because the plan here is simple. Let me show you what he's trying to do. If he can get international buying, he hopes that that translates to local conviction. That is the plan. Because if they don't say, yeah, we might say so, but are we here with fire under the backside? And it is time for us to respond in kind. Yes. We can't sleep when a government is trying to cut us off from what we have long called our own. We cannot rest while some people are pocketing millions and telling you, get rid of it, it's 100 years, it's there, you're not doing anything with it. You cannot be quiet when your children's future is blinking dark in front of your eyes because one man's greed is calling him to separate our people. What are we waiting for? In a space we call Queen City, this paradise will surely turn to hell if we do not continue to apply unseasoned pressure on this government to take back the food and give us back the place we love. Yes. We have got to move as one. And I don't care if you wear green, blue, purple, orange. At the end of the day, when your passport is flipped open, it will not say Libertarian, because you won't be one. It will not say Belgian, because you're not. It will not say citizen of the United Kingdom, even though, and surely you will not be considered an American. It will say Nevisian. And you must want this place to remain Nevisian. And none of us here are anti-development. But development must come within bounds. I understand that we have been told this is akin to the Four Seasons. But I don't know which brand of hotel is coming. How many rooms are coming, Dr. Daly? 3 hotels, that's all. So we're going to add 3 to the 20 that they have promised. How many rooms are coming? What is the brand? How many permanent jobs? How many total jobs, permanent and temporary? But every time you ask a question, the response begins like this: I think. And the proposal speaks to. And I hope. And what I'm trying to. How could you be all of these things for this project but you can't give clear answers? And so the people continue to just be here in angst. But I want to tell you again, you have got to rise up. Let your voices be heard. Be counted in this march, this mission, this movement to restore what is genuinely ours. Four Seasons operates under the law of Nevis. Four Seasons is accessible once it is not fully committed. And so, for me and my household, as I would say, we are going to continue to fight against this particular SSC because currently it is not for us. And as Nevisians, we must seek to embrace things that are for us, not against us. So it's one mission, one vision. As always, remember that we now are the guardians of our children's present and the protectors of their future. Thank you. God bless you.
That was Rohan Isles for you, ladies and gentlemen. And there you had it. I'm telling you, there you had it. Again, let me say Happy Independence Day to the citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me for today. Do join us here again on Monday morning for a similar presentation of THG News Today. I am Mervyn Hanley. Have yourselves a blessed weekend.
Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feaser's, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feaser's, located at the entrance to the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They're also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.